and variety possible in one opportunity. As Kenda at the line here, missing the first as a rebound there from Josh Kenda. Slings it back to Saki. As Josh Kenda inside with the two. You're going to see the highlights in a second here. As basket as Chris Annis strings it out of the trap there as they go back and forth as Denton for three. As they go back and forth here. 6-7 ball game as they go into it. As Saki draws the foul. North White's fans aren't too happy with that foul call. Nonetheless, he was moving on the play as Saki at the line with 4:48 to go here in the first. And Saki makes the first. Saki bricks the second. As they go back and forth here. As a steal going the other way. As Roy passing it, Josh Kenda, travel called. As it's going the other way. As Chris Annis walks it up. As now they're in a trap here. And as Kenda slowing down with a little slamma jamma. And looking so nice on that dunk ski as we go back and forth here. As a little bit more momentum on the Hawks side as we go into a trap once again as Denton missing a rebound there from the Hawks as they go back and forth here as Roy slings it to Ben Kenda. Saki for three. As Pete Saki's been on fire so far in this game. Another three ball for Petey Clutch as we go back and forth here as a little bit of a run for the Hawks with 3:40 to go here in the first quarter as a turnover as Chris Annis throws it to Casper. The friendly goes. Fortunately for him, it gets deflected before hitting his teammate. So never mind, as it gets deflected out of bounds as we go back here as they trying to drive. And they just dump it down to Denton once again at a three-point line. And Josh Kenda gets called for a over-the-back call here as great positioning for North White. As now they're trying to get an open shot here for either Annis or Denton. As Chris Annis swings it over as we go back and forth here as an open shot, pump fake, drive, travels before, and it's going to be Hawks ball as Roy walks it up, the floor general himself, as they go back and forth, swinging it back. Saki once again pops it and locks it as it's another three ball for PD Clutch as it's deja vu up in here in the nest as we go in here as Chris Annis walks it up into a trap once again. Another trap as they get out of it, and they drive and miss as Ben Kenda with the rebound as they sling it up. As Hale draws a foul after missing a layup there. Hale's about an 82% free throw shooter on the year as he bricks the first. As Landon set for a second free throw attempt here with 2:36 to go. And drills the second. As Anus walks it up once again. As Anus gets the pick there. It's Chris Anus. The past the Hood past the open shot. As Weaver pump faking as they go back and forth here around the horn, trying to get an open shot as Landon Hale with a great post move there. It is now 18-7 here with 1 minute, under 2 minutes here in the first quarter as we go back and forth. And nothing called, and an absolute air ball there as it goes in. Trevor Roy, nothing called here as number 5 comes up asking why. But he ain't going to give you an answer, kid, as we go deep there from Chris Anus as we go back and forth here as Josh Kenda picks up the foul. They're getting into a trap here again as Hood misses as a rebound. And a flexion there from North White as it's still Hawks ball with 37 seconds here on the clock. 31 seconds here on the clock. As a crossing, trying to get the big guys in there, trying to get easy shots as PD Clutch once again on the catch as Hale, as PD Clutch missing there as can't make every shot, but it seems like Pete Saki has so far. I would say he's probably 3 makes to 1 miss, or 3 for 4 on that 3-point line so far. Way it's looking. As don't quote me on that though. As Roy dumps it down, the Hale swings out to Weaver as they go back and forth, and a traveling call is called here on Saki as they go back and forth here. 18-7 here, 10 seconds to go. And Chris Anus with a buzzer beater. We're going to go into the second quarter here. We want to say thank you to our sponsors, Jody Geisha, Realtor Group, All-Star Autos, Rogers Roofing, Elite Performance Academy in LaPorte, Indiana, Northwest Storm, Dumovich, 18U. Speaking of Geisha Realtor Group, please go check out at the top there the number and email for further information, and the website down below so you can set up appointment for your possible dream house today here on Regan's Corner Sports Network. You're one step away to seeking your dream house. As we get back into the action here on the Hawks Nest Sports Network, I'm your play-by-play man, Josh Regan, or this video recorder. As we're in second quarter here, Chris Anus has been very impressive here as a floor general, trying to get his Vikings somewhat in striking distance against these really good Hawks. As a coast to coast here, as Weaver takes Chris Anus's pockets as it goes back to two-land, as we go back to 10, as it's 20-10 here with 7:40 to go on the clock. Once again there, a turnover by North White as the Hawks are now rolling. As Saki slings it over to Roy. As Josh Kenda slings it over to Saki. Saki sends it to Ben. As Saki bricks it. As Roy with one heck of a rebound. As they go back and forth here. Saki with a little in and out move there. A little finger roll there for Pete Saki, doing it a little bit different from Three-Land, as he's missed the last couple. He decided, hey, I'm going to drive on them. So we're going to go in here as Chris Anus trying to start the offense here in the 1-4 high as they're going. And a little pop and lock from Hood as they go back and forth. Note an interesting thing here as for North White, as Anus throws to Gomez, the 6'2 junior, as he goes to the foul line. But an interesting thing here, other than 20, anything with 2 is by a Hood. Twins, I'm assuming, or cousins, Brendan Hood and Dane Hood and Chandler Hood. Maybe triplets here. Interesting factors. As we go back in, as Josh Kenda, a little pass there as he before gets hit, as he's going to be at the foul line. With 6:23 to go here, folks. And Kenda making his 3 throws, making his bunnies right there. Kenda once again missing there as he bricks it. As they going the other way here. As Chandler gets absolutely blocked there as they go back here as Chris Anus looking to his teammate and Hood as Dane Hood throws it to Chris Anus as he bricks it. As Petey Clutch once again with the 3 ball. He's got to be shooting about 50% out there with that 3 as he is money with that shot. You can't leave him open for any amount of time as we go back into it. As Chris Anus walking the ball up. As Chris Anus with the backdoor move there as we go back and forth. Oh. As swinging it around the horn. As Pete Saki once again the 3 ball as Petey Clutch making it rain up in here as another 3 as 20 is now 29-15 as it's been Kenya with the rebound. Kenda as they sling it back and forth as Trevor Roy from bottoms up as he drills a 3 as it's a 3 party here. You can call the Splash Bros because we're going to get the copyright here in Hebron, Indiana, as it's been very much a 3 ball party. As a steal almost happens there as Didn't getting blocked. Getting blocked on the play there. He wanted the foul called on Josh Kenda. No cigar there. As Chandler Hood gets absolutely blocked on that one. A little DQ combo for Ben Kenda. A little finger wag and a little block action as we go into it. As they're trying to get Anus open. Trying to get Chris Anus open as we go back and forth as a foul. Has been Flynn Hale draws a foul. And Landon Hale with one here at the stripe. Landon with 2 here as it rims in. As Landon's already nominated as one of those state all-stars just about here in this later part of this year. As we're going into that trap, once again, as Landon Hale flinging it down to Josh Kenda. Kenda groups himself, gets the board, and gets the 2 after the put back. As it is now 36-15 here in the second. And a timeout from Coach Guinness as we go into this break with 3:22 to go here on Regan Scoring Sports Network. Please go check out Elite Performance Packages here. Hey, if you want to take your performance to the next level, no better place than Eric Griffin's shop here in LaPorte County, as he has been working with one of the most elite athletes here in Hebron history with Addison Tolzik as well. So, and the Rooster himself, Mr. Grass, both committed to their schools with Addison Tolzik. Congratulations on Pitt, and the Rooster, congratulations on your elite JUCO school as well. As we go back and forth here, as a steal for Ben Kenda. A possible and one opportunity here for Kenda, and we're going to see the foul right here. Didn't just looking at what can I do here against a 6'8" player right here, and Ben Kenda, as we're going to go here with 3:09 here in the second. As Kenda at the foul line and rims out as Chandler Hood got the rebound there. As a moving screen, another turnover for North White. As they're going around the horn here, trying to break that 2-3 zone that North White loves to run. Kind of disadvantaged when you have a really good shooting three-point team here to run that 2-3. Nonetheless, Weaver setting up the offense. Seth Wheeler has been very impressive here as a floor general here, giving Roy some break at that point guard position. As Saki swings it. As a rebound there from Den as they go back and forth here. As 2:20 on the clock. Another block from Ben Kenda. What can Kenda not do tonight? As Ben Kenda with another one. Folks. As they're going back and forth here with a minute to go here. As Josh Kenda driving and a little hook shot, baby hook to finish it off. And nothing called there, surprisingly. you thought it'd be called either way, but possibly they saw the flop before it happened, as we are going back to timeout here as North White's coach sees something he does not like as we go. Into this commercial break sponsored by Northwest Storm. If you want the best in the region here, go to Northwest Storm, one of the best travel ball organizations here in the region, creating opportunities for kids to play on that next level throughout the summer and spring seasons. Nonetheless, let's go into the second quarter here with 1:20 to go as Saki guarding real tight here as Weaver as number 5 had the right idea, throwing it down after the pass. It's just the kick hit Hawk's leg and it went out as Chris Anus trying to bricks a shot as we go back and forth. As Saki once again knocking it down. PD clutch once again, just drilling a 3, acting like nothing happened. At this point in time, it's normal for that kid to hit 3s on a daily basis as we go back and forth here as Spike Mount bricking it on that. As Josh Kenda with a reverse tough shot there. We're going to see the highlights right here. As 45-15 here with 2. As we're going to go back and forth here. As Hood slings it over. Asaki gets a little trouble there as Chris Anus just throws it up, trying to hit the buzzer. Landon Hill, his second. At the line for Vikings, Regan.
as Hale driving and drawing the foul. As Hale hits the first. And the second. Didn't missing. As Chris ain't trying his best. There they go for the loose ball. As Chris Haynes just trying to dip off there, gets lucky there as 20 was right there. So they go back and forth here. A little fadeaway action. Missing. Asaki swings it. Down low to Josh Kenda. As Roy looking ahead and finding Landon Hale. As a rebound there. Josh Kenda on the European trip. To foul land.
Foul on Josh Kenda. His second.
We're glad that Chris is okay here as we're going to go back and forth.
Use your face, guys.
Asaki slings it over to Roy. As Kenda slings it back to Roy. As a great assist by Hale to Roy. As they're going back and forth here. Trying to 1-4 high. Number 5, open space for days, missing as Roy with the rebound.
Foul on Alex Hitler. His first.
Hale with the rebound. And timeout.
Full time, Vikings.
Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, 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 check. Here, going back. As a switching defense here is a little bit too much for these Vikings to handle as Kendo with the block. As Roy at the other end. Weaver swings it back to Roy. As now they're going with that baseline offense here. Trying to get past that 2-3. As Roy gets hit on that. But nonetheless, backdoor. As they're going back and forth here. Jump ball. So we're going back into it here. Steal by Hale. It's Roy trying his best to keep dribble here going. And right there is Hale. And Weaver gets absolutely demolished on that one. So Weaver slings it to Zimmer. As Hale running that baseline. Kendo with the 3-point opportunity there. Missing. That's the pinball machine. Goes Zimmer. And Zimmer.
They say change.
Go back and forth. Conti missing. As Annis walking it up. Number 20 missing. Roy looking ahead. As Peeler comes in. So we're going back and forth. Conti with the steal. Slows it up here as Zimmer looks for one of his guards here. Excuse me, Weaver. It's Weaver going into that flex here. Little open lane action. And drawing the foul.
That's the line for Regan.
That's Seth Weaver. Missing there. As Weaver going 0-2 there. As they go back and forth. And timeout. North White. As we go into the commercial break. A little PA announcement. We will be rebroadcasting this game at 7 on RCSPN TV. Giving the senior a little time off there. Well-controlled game. As then dumping into the big. And you kind of want to see Chandler go up strong there, trying to get maybe a foul on Josh on that one, as he is settled by throwing down to his teammate Chris Annis. As they go back and forth here. And a reverse layup. As now they want Josh to throw it down like his brother Ben as we go back and forth. As Weaver slings it to Peeler. As Peeler for two. That's 20. As Annis taking out Peeler. Nope. As a foul on Annis. As they go back and forth. Josh Kenda slings it to Ponte. And a nice little throw it up, hope for the best kind of movement there as he gets a foul.
That's the line of Regan, 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 number 5, Alex.
As he makes the first. And the second. As we go back and forth here. 2:23. And a travel violation. That's almost another turnover here. As Annis trying to slow it down. Chris Annis slowing it down here. And a three. As Chris from downtown. That's 53 seconds here going in this running clock. Here on Jersey night, or Jersey Day. We're going to go into the Hawks game. that steal there as we go back and forth. That's Ponte with 2. And a buzzer. And our player of the game here for all